everybody! Welcome to Fabled 42's now Monday show. We have moved on to Mondays. So congrats to all the Tuesday shows out there. We can watch and tune into those. Yeah, this is my little 5e homebrew kind of spooky campaign. Centuries after a giant battle between good and evil ensued, where evil actually won, and what the world is like now. But yeah, we have two new players. One of them is going to start sometime in the story later. Another one is having car trouble, so Cowboy Hob is going to be our new third player, but they are not here today. We will see them next week. Anyway, let's go on to announcements. First and foremost, this is a giveaway stream. We're going to have two separate giveaways. The first one starts right now. So just exclamation point critical in the chat. It is critical, right? Did I get that right? Yes. To enter yourself to win. And then freaking there's another one right after our mid-break. So yeah, that's exciting. It's from Critical Dice, which are homies of ours. It's a subscription dice service, which is pretty fucking cool. And yeah, there's also 9 Realms Gaming that are buddies of ours. If you do Fabled 42, you get 10% off of your next purchase from them. That's 9realsgaming.com. Underground Oracle as well. It's a cool, we'll just check it out. Undergroundoracle.com. It's a bunch of resources for specifically 5e. Griffin Co., who's been homies of ours since a long time.
They fucking rule.
They do. We have a former painter of the Griffin Co. products over here, and then yeah, they were part of the very first Realms of Ukador campaign, and they're amazing. They do little miniatures and holiday cards, all kinds of cool like gifty things and tabletop gaming products. So check them out. Otherwise, we've got 2 other shows on Fridays. There's the Duke City Chronicle show, which I'm also a part of. Check us out there. And then every Wednesday is Heroes of Salon, which is our sister show. That's every Wednesday. Anyway, you can find me at Dusty Wings Illustration on Instagram. Otherwise, if you like pet stuff, you can also go to Ekans the BP on Instagram for like fish and reptiles and stuff. I do run my own 5e science fiction campaign on my own channel, which is MZ Dusty on Twitch. But yeah, Fancy, how are you? Introduce yourself. It's been months.
It's been months. I'm great. I'm eating ice cream. And we should get an ice cream sponsor.
We should. Ben & Jerry's?
Yeah, to anyone who has D&D inspired ice cream, just let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if you don't have D&D inspired ice cream, but you make ice cream, make D&D inspired ice cream and let us know.
Perfect. Yes.
Ooh, also, camera froze a little bit there.
Zoom kind of technical issues. Let's just ignore them for now.
Okay.
Well, I'm Silver. I play Fancy. I tried to pick a name this time that wouldn't sound like my name was the character's name, and the character's name was mine. So Silver is my name. Fancy is my character that I am playing in the game. And I have a really big sword, and I can't wait to use it. And I have a really big sword. Hint, hint, DM, please send me stats for sword.
Yes, I have to do that.
I still need stats for mine too.
Oh my god, okay.
And now I have a little bird friend that I share with my bestie over here, Lander. Why don't you talk about yourself a little bit, Lander?
Hey, what's up? I'm Balder. I'm going to be doing Lander. I promise you'll see me eventually once my computer decides to start working again. If you want to catch some of my artwork, you can check it out at Sticky Butter. That's on Instagram or my ArtStation. I draw stuff, and I promise I do post eventually. I've got a bunch of stuff in the back burner. Other than that, I hope I entertain you.
Yes.
Back to you, DM.
Okay, well, a lot has happened. So we're going to fast forward time a little bit. Last we left off with our team, they were outside in the courtyard kind of discussing their plan to draw out this werewolf that's been terrorizing this town. More bodies keep piling up. They did decide on a plan to lure pretty much the entire town into this giant chapel, locking them in there throughout the night until the werewolf is forced to transform, because then they'll for sure know who it is. Toddle was able to tinker around a bit, got enough supplies, and was able to scry through Agatha, since she's been missing this entire time. And discovered that, well, even though they're not 100% sure what might have happened, they did discover that she might have died, or at least confronted the werewolf, in a house that they heard before, like pretty much a red house behind the chapel, which is a relative of one of the weaponsmiths here in this town. Don't have a lot of clues going off of that. They were going to stick to their original plan. And that's where we left off. We're going to come back to a little bit later. So I'll say... Sorry, let me realign here. I'll say that a few hours have gone by. I say it's around like 5, 6 o'clock. The sun does tend to set around like 8:30 or so. And everyone's kind of gone their separate ways to work on this mission. Toddle is in the tavern, tinkering away. Last they left him. And then... I'm the worst. I already forgot Nate's character's name. This is how long it's been. Thank you. I'm the fucking worst. Dutch! I'm so sorry, Nate. Dutch went... is trying to communicate with a bunch of different townspeople. Is kind of going through the neighborhood here, trying to see what he has access to in order to store and lure people into this chapel. Lander is working on the chapel itself and kind of seeing if there's any areas where people can escape or not, and making sure that they can seal it up appropriately. A few hours have gone by though, Fancy, and you leave a shop that is just kind of a miscellaneous kind of tinkering shop, and you discover there's not really that much there. It's literally just like little tchotchkes. But then you get visited by Drac, the crow, and he is panicked.
Oh god.
It looks like he's cawing at you, but you can't understand him.
Yeah, I don't speak Bird. I will absolutely follow him, though. I trust this little bird with my life.
Yeah, he's gonna... Well, he's not leading you anywhere. He is just pacing in circles above you.
Above me?
Flying in circles above you and just cawing hysterically.
Could I do like a check? Maybe an animal handling check or something to see, like, I don't really have nature. I don't have animal handling. I have insight. I'm proficient with insight. Could I try that?
Do animal handling. Let's see just how high you roll.
Okay. Alright. I do have a +1 to it. I just don't know. Let's just see what that... 13?
13?
Yeah.
I mean, so you identify that he's under a lot of stress. It looks like there's no injury to him or anything like that. It looks like he's confused. And you get the feeling that he probably was with Dutch, but he either lost him or you immediately feel concern for Dutch. But it doesn't seem like Drac is trying to lead you to him, or doesn't seem like he knows where he is.
Alright, so maybe he's just can't find Dutch. So, but I know what Dutch was doing. They were gathering supplies for the feast, yeah?
Yeah, he went into the village, which is located right behind the chapel.
Okay. Maybe I'll head in that direction then.
Okay. So,
Can I have Drac like land on me? Like, can he come with me, or is he gonna keep flying me?
yeah,
Yeah.
if you gesture your arm or something towards him, he'll come and land on your shoulder, and
Yeah.
you feel him shaking.
Oh, poor baby. Okay.
And you are heading towards the chapel, and you do see Lander. What are you doing?
So Lander is just trying to rig some like caltrops, like by like some of the windows and stuff.
Cool. And you do see Fancy approach with Drac sitting on her shoulder.
Uh, Sorry. Uh, what's up? Why are you guys back so early?
I don't think Drac can find Dutch.
Dutch left a while ago. He was trying to find some more people.
Well, Drac's always with Dutch, so if Drac is finding me, something's wrong with Dutch.
I would assume he did something stupid again.
Very likely.
Lander's gonna straighten up and then like walk outside and like kind of check for the time.
Yeah, it looks like you've got like 2.5 hours before sundown.
All right, we have some time.
We need to stay here to make sure we can make sure that this will happen. So if he's not back when the doors close, then I guess we just cross our fingers and hope he's okay.
Maybe he's pussing out.
He didn't seem like the bravest.
All right, well, I'm gonna make one last round through the village at least to collect people, but I will keep an eye out for Dutch as well. But my goal is to really just get the stragglers to head over to.
Sounds like a plan.
So where are you headed, Fancy?
I do want to go into the town, but I'm just kind of taking one quick lap around to make sure everyone is actually headed to the dinner.
And you do notice, you see a couple of people are, yeah, I mean, it looks like some of the shops are closing up a little early. It looks like Dutch did get to the majority of downtown area. So all the shopkeepers and the few homes that kind of are scattered about this village, most of them do know about it. You see a couple of families sort of, some parents like picking up their kids from playing outside in the courtyard and are bringing them back home to get them ready. It looks like they're expecting some sort of feast of some kind.
Yeah. I mean, the only problem is I think Dutch went to get the food. Oh, I probably got the food. I'm a chef. All right.
You are a chef, last I checked.
The whole major detail of pinnacle of my character. Yeah. So that I probably got the food.
Yeah. For brevity's sake, we'll say you spent the first few hours notifying all the restaurants in this area, the two restaurants that are here in this area, and their local butcher as well. Oh man, I am glitching out right now. This is not normal. My computer is also acting very strange. So yeah, we'll just say you did that. That you went, contacted their local butcher and their farmers, and they're all gathering food. You do notice when you went over to the chapel to see Lander that people were starting to set up. And people are pretty excited about it. There's been a lot of death, murder, and mayhem, and there is comfort in knowing that they're going to be in a big group of people.
Yeah.
And they'll feel safer, and they haven't really had any sort of celebration in a long time.
Mm. All right. I also want to see, just real quick, if I could collect some of my own fun ingredients. Forage some fun ingredients from the forest, perhaps not too far in.
Okay. Yeah, there's a couple of places. Looks like there's a trail that leads to more farmland. It's like 4 or 5 miles out from this village. But on long side of that trail is just still that thick forest.
Nice.
A lot of Spanish moss. Very not as green as where you guys were just in, but still rich in a lot of fungi, a lot of wildlife, which usually determines that this area is relatively safe.
Mm. Yeah, I just want to kind of grab like herbs, mushrooms, things to spice up the meal a bit, make it special.
Sweet. Go on, roll investigation.
Investigation. Well, I have a +0, but I got a natural 20. So,
Nice.
woo.
You find all the shit. You find a ton of greens, herb-wise, a ton of mushrooms as well. For nourishment's sake, none of them have really any magic qualities, except you do run into that lady who you saw before, who had kind of the potions shop, and
Yes, I do recall.
you see her foraging as well.
I don't recall. I don't recall her name. Noreen? No.
Oh, Nareen's the sorcerer.
Yeah.
What was it?
Tasha?
Agreed to help us, right?
Tasha. Yeah. She's the one who couldn't find Agatha.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I do just want to ask her if she has seen Dutch out here. Which
Yeah, maybe it's just the filter. Okay.
I think it is the filter. That's so funny.
Okay.
It
Well,
was
yeah.
a cool filter, though.
Oh well, we're going with the eyeball theme today. Yeah, you approach her and she's excited to see you. She comes in for an uninvited hug. And she smells great. She smells like she's been cooking as well. Looks like she's made a couple of hors d'oeuvres for the meal tonight, and she's actually harvesting more mushrooms to add to one last recipe she wants to walk in with. And she's talking to you, just kind of oversharing about her day so far, and not really giving you any room to speak.
That's all right. I'm a woman of few words.
Until she remembers something. She pauses and she looks at you, thinks for a minute, and then goes through her foraging bag. And she pulls out, excuse me, she pulls out the vial that Toddle had. And the vial has like a little seedling kind of safely implanted inside. And she hands it to you. Your friend wanted me to tell you she had somewhere to be, and it was urgent. She wants you to take care of this, but she'll come find you as soon as she can. Apparently she has something to do in the city, but a different city, way down south.
Friends are dropping like flies here. Okay. Did she give you any instructions with the seedling?
Oh, this is a seedling that I made for her, actually. It's something you found in the forest. It's a very old, ancient species, and I love it so much. They're so adorable, and as soon as it sprouts, you have to come visit me and show me what it looks like. Oh, I can't wait to see it. But it's a carnivorous plant. It's a creature.
Okay.
And they live a long time, thousands of years even. So it'd be a gift for your grandchildren and their children's grandchildren.
All right.
I have no idea when it sprouts. Actually, nobody knows. Apparently, it's a series of circumstances that have to happen for it to actually sprout. But once it does, it starts out really cute, but then they get very huge. So just prepare for that.
All right. So you've seen one of my friends, but not the one that I thought was lost. All right, no worries. Thank you for this information, for helping me find some of these mushrooms. I'll see you at the party then.
Yeah, I'll see you then. And she goes over and like pats Drac on the head, and Drax is kind of like a little bit annoyed. And she goes back to foraging.
Okay, I'm gonna head back. Yeah, I guess I'll head back, find Lander.
All right. Lander, what you up to?
I guess at this point, I go to the blacksmith to collect more silver stuff. I just literally say anything with silver on it, I'll buy it.
Damn. He gives you not as much as you thought he would, but he gives you a lot. A lot of it is armor, plated armor, which is interesting. But it's very simple armor, since he's more of a weaponsmith than an armory. But he gives you a bunch of different, like, what do you call these? Shoulder...
Pauldrons?
Yes, thank you. Literally stacks of them. A ton of plated armor, a ton of bracers, a lot of bits and bobs, a lot of silver chains, actually, too. Some hooks, grappling hooks.
Cool. How much is this going to cost me?
I can sell all this to you for about 40,000.
40,000 gold?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, I have 900 platinum. Hold on. How much? It was 100 gold into 1 platinum?
I think so.
So that would be 40 platinum?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can take, because I hand him 40 platinum.
No, it's 10 gold.
Into 1 platinum.
Yeah.
Oh, well then I have 9,000 gold on me.
Well, there you go.
I have 430 platinum.
Alright, so I'll opt to just take the chains.
Okay.
And the grappling hook.
Cool. And you get a shitload of chains.
So
It's
weird.
very heavy, though. All of it.
I'll use the rest of today to drag all that shit over to the church.
Sounds good. And as you're doing that, you're dragging it halfway past the fountain until is when you run into Fancy.
Fancy, grab some of this chain. We'll need it.
Yeah, no problem.
You pick that sucker up. You pile
I'm
it
pretty
in there.
strong.
You are pretty strong.
I'm not that strong.
So she helps a lot.
Wait, actually, no, I am. I'm +5. Never mind. I'm getting
You have a what to your strength?
+5? Oh, no. +2. I'm 14. I looked at my saving throws.
I was like, what?
That is very strong.
I can't read D&D Beyond, alright? I'm used to like normal character sheets. I was looking this way and then I was like, oh wait, no, it's like that way across the top. Never mind. It's a +2. 14. I'm kind of better than most people.
No problem.
I got people in the chat being like, how do you have a opinion? Oh, alright.
Alright, some time has passed and you're going to start to notice a couple of people are going to start walking towards the chapel. Both
Alright.
through the front doors and through the back doors.
Okay. We start
Cool.
setting up the feast.
Solid.
We're like, where is Dutch? He's supposed to be performing right now.
I was just going to ask you that. And you turn around and you see Noreen.
I don't know, his bird came to find me before.
Huh.
Haven't caught wind of him at all.
And you're going to see her quiet for a minute and you're going to see Drac start to caw and sort of make like little sounds towards Noreen. And she did cast Speak with Animals. She turns to you and says, "It looks like something might have happened to your friend.
Oh.
He was dragged out into the woods."
I'm assuming our assailants?
I guess so. That's the only threat around this area that I've known.
Well,
Guess we'll either find him or avenge him. Right.
I can try to track him if you'd like.
Almost time to shut the doors at this.
She looks through, and you'll see just a giant window with like really. It's not a stained glass window. It looks like it's just a red window. But you do start to see it get a lot darker in here, and citizens start to turn on the lights. They're starting to light candles.
We have no way to communicate with each other. The only spell I have is Pass Without a Trace.
I don't have a communication spell.
Yeah. All right.
I think Toddle had paper birds, but she took them with her.
Yeah. Damn. I definitely don't have those.
No talkie-talkie for us, unfortunately.
No talkie-talkie. I have a question. I assume that this really, really big sword is a two-handed weapon.
It is.
Okay, I'm gonna...
Like a giant cleaver.
I'm gonna unequip my shield then.
Solid. So sword in hand. Let me go ahead and type to you your stats.
I think I have it. You sent it to me on Discord. June 7th. Oh, what a night.
Did I give you the stats for your sword, Lander?
No.
It was the one that heals you when you strike with it, right?
That is sick. Definitely
Maybe.
need that. Just fancy Lander against the world. With nothing to communicate. Just a couple of mushrooms, some big swords.
Yes. I'll go ahead and give you the stats on break. But it's attuned to you.
Oh. You mentioned something about it having, like, I can punch people, too.
Yes. Yep. There's a lot of goodness with that guy, and you'll need it. But yeah, you start to set up. Noreen kind of looks around. She decides to step out before they lock everybody in to see if they get any sort of sense of where Dutch is. So she disappears for a moment. You see a bunch of people piling in, and you realize just how many people are in this fucking town. People are bringing gifts too. It looks like families, when walking to the chapel, met with other relatives or friends and walk in together. Everyone seems to be pretty jovial. There is, well, at least half of the citizens here. The other half, still a little grim. You assume that they've lost loved ones from this werewolf, or known someone who was slaughtered recently, or still kind of live in fear. But they are coming in. And you also notice, too, coming in from the back, from the village, is the weaponsmith's son.
I need to start using a highlighter.
He was super sus, right?
Yeah, like no one likes him. And he has a red house, and when you were scrying with Agatha, she walked into a red house.
We went to his house, though. Didn't we?
He did.
Yeah, we spoke to him.
Well,
He was hunting with his girlfriend.
yeah, his girlfriend was there, and he just seemed normal. A little bit, looked a little bit irritable, but otherwise seemed okay.
His dad said, he's a good man.
Yeah, his dad thinks the world of him.
We did use Zone of Truth, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not on him.
Okay. Not on him. Okay.
What? No. Oh, no, I cast it on What's-Her-Face.
Yeah.
That's why. I was like, there's a reason I trust her now.
Yeah. Okay, sweet. It's all coming back.
Cool.
Oh, wait. We've taken a long rest between sets, right?
Yes.
Cool. So just about everyone's here, right?
Almost, yeah. There's gonna be
How-
some fashionably late people though, but we don't know if they'll make it in on time. So you have to judge that.
Okay. All right. Well, we start.
Yeah,
with
I'll
the-
say like Xander will fucking like whip out a mug of ale and be like, "All right, let these festivities begin, guys."
Yeah. Cheers. Cheers.
He'll take one drink and then start casually walking around.
Okay. Roll investigation.
Uh, 19.
19. Yeah, I mean, you get a pretty good eye on everyone. And you haven't, you don't know everyone who lives here, but you imagine the bulk of people do. All the shopkeepers at least are here. Even the guy, Fancy, that you poisoned.
Oh, great.
He's
he's having a great night.
He's here, but he's outside still vomiting. Yeah, everyone's drinking with you. The bartender comes up to you and asks how his beer is. You see just a table of people playing card games. A couple of guys bust out a cigar and light it up. And people are letting loose. It's been a fucking stressful season.
So
Yeah.
while the festivities are going on, Lander's gonna casually, like, kind of close the door and then lock it up with a chain.
You do, and you just do this. You do notice one of it looks like he. I don't know. He's dressed in armor for whatever reason, but he comes up to you. Is there a reason you're locking us in here?
Yeah, the whatever's been attacking has been attacking at night. I assumed, we might as well be safe from whatever's out there.
Roll persuasion.
Ooh, rolling super good today.
Hey, yeah, he believes you. He's like, maybe you're right. Have you seen Agatha anywhere? I haven't seen her all day.
She was invited. Maybe she just didn't feel like celebrating.
Huh. Wherever all of her people are, usually she would be too. I'll ask around. Yeah, he
Go.
leaves.
How big is the room?
It's pretty big. I would say it's pretty big. 5 to 600 feet long.
The whole town's in here, so.
Yeah.
Spells.
And there's different levels of it. Looks like there is a basement level. There's this level,
60
and then
feet.
there's like there's a top level too, but it's still open. Like the floor is open. It's just like a wraparound loft type deal where some of the choir would sit back in the day.
Into the basement, are there any, out of those, basement doors, the ones that are, on the ground that go in basements?
Yeah.
There's one of those? Okay, I want to
There's
make
two
sure
of them.
that... Okay.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes.
So, Zone of Truth says I can set it at a point of my choosing. Can I set that point as me?
Oh, so it moves around?
Yeah, so that I just walk through and everyone needs to make saving throws.
Yeah, that works. I'll allow it.
Dope. I'm gonna cast Zone of Truth on me and just casually walk around the room.
Okay.
Uh,
Are you asking?
everyone, as soon as I as soon as they enter the zone, they'll know.
Okay.
They have to pass a 13 charisma save.
Where in the room are you starting?
I'm starting from the door and I'm working my way around.
Okay. Are you asking anything?
Not yet. I'm gonna try and hit as many people as I can.
Yeah, I mean, you're walking by, and as you do, there's a couple of people who are like telling stories, but then they slip in like, well, I'll tell you this, even though there's a couple of stories that the story changes where they're a little bit too honest about the details of the story. You see one guy kind of talking about how this new bartender from the tavern who's like this really beautiful blonde elf, and this dark brunette, like mysterious drow, are like, they both work there, and he's going off about how they keep flirting with him all the time until Lander walks by. And he says a different story. Says that he, I think, creeps on them a little too hard, and then he made them feel really uncomfortable. And as soon as he ends with that, everyone else at the table kind of pauses and puts their beers down like, what? What'd you just say? And he just sort of covers his mouth. Then you walk by a group of kids who are being scolded by their mom. For, I think, one of them threw a toy and broke his sister's toy, and being scolded by mom. And then mom lets it spill that she wishes either of them were never born. And both kids scream and run away and cry. But as you're walking around, so far nothing too suspicious as you're making your way, but you're still about a quarter of the way around the building. Sorry, I'm getting messages. Okay. And as this happens, it starts to get really dark. And there is a moment when there's a lull in conversation, you know what I mean? Where all you're really hearing is clanging of plates and cups and a little bit of like laughter that sort of trickles off the end. And it's a little bit quiet. And people are quiet. And they look up through that red glass window and notice a full moon. And the realization sets in that what's been happening in everything that's been happening in this town, and that it's another night, and they anticipate one of them is going to die.
So I draw both my swords, and at this point I'm assuming I've made it across the room.
Almost.
And I loudly announce, I like kind of speed through.
Okay.
And I loudly announce, there is a liar among you. And our job here today is to suss them out.
And everyone's quiet, and everyone sort of gasps, and they're talking amongst themselves, and everyone's looking around. Those who are very fearful or who have lost family members start to back up, their backs against the wall of this chapel.
I will require each of you to approach me and tell me you are not the killer.
Wait. I want to go to the basement and make sure those two doors are secured as well.
They both are. It looks like either Lander or Dutch locked them both.
Okay, great. I just wanted to make sure that there's no other way out unless you're jumping out a second story window or some reason.
Yeah. I mean, all the windows are windows, and I don't think those are very much locked, but all the doors are secure. And and people start reluctantly lining up, one by one, as if, well, I won't make any religious context there, but they walk up to you as you're on the altar, and they each tell you, shakingly, I am not the killer. I am not the murderer. And you see...
So, anyone who was saved, who made their save, I would know that they're allowed to lie to me.
Yeah.
Okay. Just let me know if someone who's allowed to lie to me shows up, I guess.
There's a couple of them. A couple of them are like little kids. A few of them are adults too. But just because there's a lot of people in this town, I'm gonna say none of them are particularly suspicious. And if you were to investigate any of them, at least not yet, you're still going through the line of people.
How about if they can lie to me, I'll tell them to stand to my left.
Okay.
If they can't lie to me, and tell me that they weren't, I'll let them move on.
Okay. So you get through all the townspeople, and yeah, all the people who are telling you the truth, who are not the killer. Well, there is one. So you get towards the end, and you've got about a pool of like 20 people who can lie to you. A couple of them are kids, a couple of teenagers, and then the rest are adults. There is one man towards the end of the line who you haven't seen before, but he can't say he's not a killer. He tries to say it, but he can't, and he just stares at you.
Well, I'm going to use my remaining chains to attempt to, like, chain him up, hopefully with some help from Fancy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he lets you do it. He's intimidated by you. And you see that Silver does nothing to his skin, but he's chained up.
Could I do a medicine check on him to see
Yes.
if he has any, like, I don't know. I don't know how to do that. I guess it would more be so Arcana, but I don't really have that, so...
Do a medicine check. I like that. And then you do notice, as you're searching through his pockets, his wife is, like, pissed off. His wife goes up to you both, just hysterical, being a Karen. You have no... You guys... None of you even know him. None of you are from here. Like, what do you think you're doing? You think he can do anything? Look at him! And he's just kind of looking up at you. He still can't... He's looking at Lander like he wants to speak, but he can't.
I look the wife in the face and ask her directly, are you the murderer?
No.
All right. Then I wave her off.
And she gets frustrated. You don't know what this family's been through. After the loss of our 2 children from this monster, you can't do this to him. And he looks over at her and says, I'm sorry.
So I look at him and I say, did you kill your children?
He says yes.
I look over at him and I say...
And he starts to sob.
Okay, cool. Well, that's that.
I did a 19 medicine check.
A 19. And you do find in your pocket what looks to be a syringe with some yellow liquid in it. And that's a high medicine check, so you do notice it's a poison.
He has a syringe full of poison?
Yes.
Oh, he killed the kids because he couldn't afford to feed them or some shit.
That's so fucked up, bro. It's even worse than a lichen.
And so his wife is hysterical and it starts to attack him. And she rolled a
sugar. Sugar.
All right,
she rolled a natural 1, so
oh no.
She's
I'll
just...
put my arm out in front of her and just like
and everyone in the chapel is like shocked. While this is happening and everyone's kind of looking in disbelief at this dude, there's one man in the pool of 20 people next to you that laughs.
Okay, I am gonna grab that guy.
Roll a strength check.
I fail this, I'm gonna be pissed. Hello? Oh, God, for the love of God. A 6. Fuck.
A 6. Yeah, he breaks free, and he just turns to look at you. He looks like he wants to run away. You can definitely tell he's looking for an exit strategy, but he just looks at you. And...
All at once, I wish I had hold first. Alright, what do we got?
As you leave to detain this other guy, that guy's wife is just going to town on this dude.
Yeah,
So,
fuck that.
And he's
beat
just
him up.
crying. And she is like tearing his hair out. And screaming like, I hope this creature gets you.
I'm gonna turn to the guy that giggled and care to elaborate?
He's just kind of quiet and looks at you. I don't want to be here. None of these people want to be here right now.
I'd rather be
not-
dead?
Yeah.
He kind of looks at you, and he looks up through that red glass window and looks back at you. Roll insight.
Okay, shit. I got a nat 20 and I have a +4.
Oh, we both did?
You both got nat 20s?
Yes.
Bro.
Tell me his middle name, his mom's
Bro.
maiden name. What's his
Yeah,
social?
I need it all. What's a social security number?
Okay, yeah, you look into his eyes, and there's something off about them. It looks like he's trying to contain it. Lander, you're standing a little farther from him, but you notice his body language is starting to change. It looks like he's kind of in a fight or flight mentality right now. Like he has one foot like towards the exit, and he keeps peering up at that moon. And then Fancy, you look into his eyes and you notice his pupil is very small, but it starts to dilate and elongate and kind of rip through the rest of his eye and encapsulate his whole eyeball, and it turns completely black. Roll initiative.
Yeah. I
I was like, oh, can I cast a spell?
was like, can I yell, like, move, scatter? I don't know. Everyone's going to freak
15
out.
Plus 1, 16.
16.
My God. Team, it's a 4. Sorry. I'm sorry. This
Oh,
die,
it's fine.
the dice giveth, the dice taketh away.
We weren't gonna get quad nat. Like, I think I've already rolled my 2 nat 20s of the day.
Yeah, I've already rolled 2.
Don't
and
say that.
I'm sure I'm done.
Okay, so he's going in between you two. Alright, motherfuckers. Let's do this thing. Lander, you're up first. Right now, he's
Oh.
still maintaining his human form.
I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark.
Ooh. Good one.
And then I'm going to use my ability for my action, Hunter Sense. As an action, I choose one creature you can see within 60 feet of you. I immediately learn whether the creature has any damage, immunities, resistances, or vulnerabilities, and what if they are a creature, and what they are if the creature is not hidden from divination magic.
Okay. Yeah, you do zoom in on this dude.
Yeah, so my eyes are going to glow white, like I do when I always cast Smile.
Sweet. You do notice that he is a shape changer. And he always has been. He was born as one. So, looks like... and you can tell by how he dresses, too, that he's not from this town. But as far as his weaknesses... Hold on a second. He is completely immune to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks that aren't silvered. So if you want to do any physical damage besides magic stuff, it has to be a silvered weapon. That's his weakness.
Dope, I have 2 of those plus my magical sword.
We planned ahead, y'all. That's what happens when you plan ahead.
That's what happens when you play too much fucking D&D.
This
Yes.
is true. You get one hint as to what it is, and we're like, all right, I go to buy this, and this weapon immediately.
Yeah, let's go. I was like, it seems about that level where everything's going to start getting resistances from non-sword weapons.
And plus, silver just looks nice.
Yeah, it's dope.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. All
You make everything better.
Yes.
Aw.
Does that end your turn?
Yeah, I did a bonus action and an action, and I don't plan on moving yet. However, I have a feeling I'm going to regret that.
All right. Well, it is Wolf's turn. He didn't state his name, but you start to see, his knees start to actually kind of break backwards and then forwards again. and you'll see his bones start to elongate, tearing through the surface of his human skin. You just see lined red and pink and like fatty tissue muscle kind of elongate both of his limbs, his fingers, and it looks like the body of this wolf, the musculature of this wolf is ripping through his skin. You see his snout and teeth and bone kind of peel out of his face. And for a moment, you don't see his eyes because it's covered in human skin. And then over time, you do notice that fur starts to grow, starting on the top of his head, down his back and his chest, eventually covering most of his body. There's a couple parts of his body that are just a gray skin tone, still covered in blood and shards of skin kind of hanging off of his body. But it takes a full turn to transform like that, so he is kind of recovering from his transformation, and this sends everybody into chaos.
Yeah.
People scatter the fuck away from the scene. The only person who's there is the wife beating the shit out of her husband at the altar just feet away. He's trying to crawl away but is still chained up, and she's pulling him and trying to throw him towards the wolf. And she does, at least like 10 feet in front of the wolf. He uses his movement to walk over to the guy and crush his head with his foot.
Oh.
And he kind of medium succeeds. So he does crush his skull with his foot, but the man is still alive. Everybody else gone. The wife cries, like walks away. And that ends his turn.
Wait, walks, not runs?
She walks. She doesn't give a fuck right now. She's so mad.
She has lost both of her kids, and now she hates her husband.
Yes.
So I would just walk too. I'd be like, you know what? If it takes me out, it takes me out.
It's like, if you're gonna take me out, now's the time. Fancy, you're up.
Well, I don't have a silvered weapon, team. We didn't establish
You
that.
have a magic sword that's so heavy it takes 2 actions to swing it.
I know, but I have a feeling that if I bring that above my head, you might move by the time I'm able to drop it down.
Oh,
But-
that's true. It takes. You have to set it up.
Yeah.
Well, if Dark Souls, Elden Ring, and Demon Souls has taught me anything, it's you just take the slow roll, take the giant weapon, and you cross your fingers and hope you smack it 4 times before it beats the living shit out of you.
Great. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hope that if I raise it above my head, I can walk in that position with it raised above my head. I'm also nervous about hitting any bystanders here, but I'm just going to raise my weapon.
Okay.
And
Any-
that is
Any bonus actions?
probably not. Or not. Oh, maybe I should go into a rage, probably. That would be really
Yes.
cool if I, the barbarian, did that. I would like to rage.
Solid.
And raise this black blade above my dome skizzy. And pass the 10. Thank you.
Solid. All right. Back to Lander.
Well, I guess I am going to run towards him and swing at him with my new shiny sword and my other shiny sword that is newer but not as cool.
Solid. Roll to hit.
First attack does a 20 hit.
Yes.
Oh, that's the long sword +2. My other one would be a normal. Oh god, like all my shit's not equipped. There we go.
Get all your stuff.
And then my other one would be a +5. So I rolled a 15, so that's also a dirty 20.
That hits.
Dope. So my first attack is it's normal longsword damage, right?
Yeah.
For the new one? Cool.
Yeah.
2 plus 4, so 6.
Okay.
And then the short sword is going to do more damage. Is an 8.
Did you use the new one, the magic sword?
The magic, the new magic one, and the other short sword's been silvered.
Okay, the new magic sword. Let me find because there's some extra stuff.
Okay.
The new sword, you get to do a second bonus action.
Oh wait, I get a bonus action on top of my bonus action attack?
Yes, you get 2 bonus actions.
Oh.
And well, it's not an undead, but if it were to attack not an undead, well, it's attuned to you. So I'll let you pick what type of creature it would heal 1d4 if you successfully hit.
This is probably not going to come up for a long time, but I'm going to pick fiends.
Fiends, cool.
Yeah.
Come up sooner than you think.
Devils and demons, let's go. Dope. I would have had to already have cast that. Oh wait, I didn't do Hunter's Mark damage.
Yeah, add that.
That's another 5 damage.
Okay.
And for my second bonus action, I will.
Damn.
Can't do that. I will pass my turn.
Cool. All right, Wolf's turn. Well, it's gonna go for its direct, whatever hit it first. And so far, Lander, you were the one that hit him, so his focus is on you. He's gonna do a multi-attack. The first one is gonna be a bite. Keep in mind, if this werewolf successfully bites you and you survive, some stuff might happen. Anyway.
Do I have remove curse? No, I don't. Is one of the new characters a cleric, please? Hey guys, if you already made your character sheets, can you change it real quick?
I don't know Hob very well, but I doubt Hob is like a cleric.
You just turn into a puppy dog for like once a month.
Yeah, hey,
In my world, 4 weeks.
Secret 4th player, you know who you are. please play a cleric.
Oh my god. Oh man, that's it. Does a 12 hit you?
It matches my AC, so that's a yes, right?
That's a yes.
Damn it.
Well, yes. Well, let me roll for damage.
Yeah.
The sword doesn't give me like +5 to AC or something too?
Nope.
No? Okay.
I need armor or something.
Yeah, I'm stuck in leather armor. I need better armor.
Alright, so 7 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
And then he's gonna go in. So he grabs you by the shoulder and he like kind of shakes you a little bit, and he comes in to grab the other side of your body with his claw for a claw attack. 16?
To hit?
Yeah.
I mean, I just told you my AC, so that's a yes.
I already forgot what it was. Okay.
Oh.
You're just like saying it, like asking.
Yeah. 8 points of slashing damage. And he is holding on to you, but that does end his turn. Boo, boo, doo, boo, boo. Fancy, you're up.
I'd like to swing wildly at this thing and attempt to chop it in half.
Yes, go for it.
Get your filthy paws off Lander's silky draws. Okay,
It's
so
appropriate chapel music. Anyway.
it is. I have a plus 12. I rolled a 6, so it's an 18.
18 hits.
Amazing.
Oh shit, we got a raid.
Hey,
Woo!
party of 5. Welcome to
Welcome,
the Wolf
welcome.
Hunt.
Hello.
Lander has just turned into a werewolf creature. So you
Oops.
made it just.
Hey, it just bit me, alright? We don't have there's a lot that can happen between now and the next full moon.
You got some time. You got some time.
The full moon is up for like a week. I'm pretty sure like it's the same.
No, doesn't it do the next one?
It does
I
the
don't
next
know.
cycle, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I got
Yeah.
a cycle.
You're right. Welcome. I just hit it with a big sword. Damage. Let's see. I don't even think I have that many dice. Oh god, where is it?
Oh, yeah.
3d6 plus 10. Yeah, I have
Jesus
3d6s.
fucking Christ. I mean, it takes an entire turn to swing, but that thing fucking smacks.
It is 2 turns worth of damage.
Yeah, let's
Plus
see.
some.
22 points of damage.
Oh my god. Okay.
I believe it's necrotic. But I'm not really sure. I think the
Where-
plus 10 is necrotic.
Where do you aim?
I want right above the butt, like where you'd put a tramp stamp.
Okay.
It's like, this is my new tramp stamp. It's just a red line.
A giant sword slice.
Yeah, that fucking hurt. It actually causes him to release Lander, and he falls to one knee, and he
Nice.
just bleeds from the side of his body.
Amazing. I was hoping for a
His
solid
nail
chop in half,
Came
but
close.
maybe we'll go for the next round to chop it in half.
He came close.
Nice.
Lander.
Can you read this spell real quick? I should have done this on spell ends.
That's all right.
Certain types of creatures.
Is Drac chilling on my shoulder?
Oh, Drax in the rafters, where the choir area is, watching.
Dip. Alright, vibe. Where's Nareen?
Nareen is still not. I think she was locked out.
Bitch. Alright.
I mean,
Still didn't make
I
it.
locked her out.
I know, but her ass should have been here on time.
I know, she would have helped. But y'all are doing fine by your damn selves.
All right. So how does the punchy part of this sword you just gave me without giving me a stat sheet work?
Oh yeah, Oh, you know what? I just wrapped it up into the bonus action, according to my notes.
So basically, the extra bonus action that I can take is just punching something.
Yeah. So you
Okay.
can do that, or if you don't have any like spells or anything, you can use technically an attack, whatever the palm to the face is that every character gets.
Oh, so I just get to use my unarmed strike.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Dope. So I'm gonna swing at it once
Okay.
for now with my long sword, and that's a 18 plus 7 math
That
is
hits.
25. You sure?
Yes.
I don't know. Seems a little low.
That hits very hard.
Dope. And then I'm gonna swing again with my short sword, and that's gonna be 16.
16 does not hit.
Ooh.
And then I'm gonna try and punch it in the face, and that's a 23.
That hits.
So the face punch will only do 3 damage.
Okay.
And then I will roll one of these bad boys, and it will be 6 plus 4, 10. And then I get to roll d6 for that. 15.
15 points.
Plus 3. So 18.
18. Does that end your turn?
That was the extra bonus action punch. and 2 swings of my swords. So yes.
As this happens,
Wait. Oh, I just straight up get 2 attacks. So I'm doing 2 of my attack. Oh, I could potentially swing again, but never mind. I won't do that.
Okay. Well, he pauses for a second, and then a lot faster than when he had to morph into this form, you see his body shrink as he rests most of his weight on his knee, trying to regain his strength. You do see big, his skin is just filleted open from these 2 sword strikes. But as soon as he turns back into his human form, butt-ass naked, by the way, you start to see those scars heal up again as he's sitting there and catching his breath. And then that's his turn, and he does have a bonus action. Do I have any bonus actions? Sure don't.
Damn it.
Besides smelling stuff. So he heals up a little bit, but he is back in human form. Fancy, you're up.
I think what might be more helpful than spending this turn raising my sword is taking the chain that Lander had given me before to kind of chain the other guy, and I'm gonna just wrap it around his neck, and I just want to kind of pin him here on his knee.
Okay.
Down.
Go, and you see it start to singe his skin. Go ahead and roll a strength check.
Yeah.
I'll have it against him, too.
I kind of want to just hold him here so Lander could finish. Yo, dirty.
Do the smack. Dirty 20?
Ah.
Fuck, he got a 12, so... Yeah, you do out-strength him. He is trying to struggle free from you, not having that much luck. Does that end your turn?
Yeah, I want to hold him here so Lander can do the job.
And he does, like, kick his head back and looks at you in the eye, and you'll notice his eyes are still solid black. Lander?
I guess I am going to do the thing. You said I had a grappling hook.
Yeah, you just picked one up.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and, like, throw and, like, hook him in the back.
Okay. Roll. Hold on. Acrobatics.
15?
15? Yeah, that'll do it.
Dope.
And just roll for the damage for that. Like, just do 2d4 for surface damage. And then, and you want to hold him or pull him, or what are you trying to do when he's hooked?
So that's 5 damage, and then I'm going to pull it down and then lance my short sword and, like, kind of, like, pin it into the ground.
Oh, smart. Okay. Yeah, that works. That locks him in place. So he is... And does that end your turn?
Yes.
Okay. So it's his turn. You do notice, so Fancy is holding him by his neck with the chain. Both of his arms are kind of holding onto the chain, trying to free himself from her. Go ahead and roll another strength check, Fancy.
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, he also has this fucking grappling hook in his back. So he's also being pulled to the side, and he's kind of locked in position. He is still gonna break free. What'd you get?
Oh, great. 10.
Okay, so he got higher than you this time. He got a 17 plus his strength. So he's gonna. So he.
Oh, Fancy across the room.
Yeah, he's gonna go in for a claw attack, and you'll see, even though he's in human form, you see his fingers kind of stretch out as he's going towards you. A little bit less damage, but still shitty. And it probably doesn't hit anyway. Does a 12 hit you?
It doesn't. I have a 13 armor class.
Damn it! So you just kind of you take a step back, release the chain from him, and he manages to break free from your grip, but he runs for the door, and he's gonna try to rip out of his grappling hook. And he can. It's covered in silver, so it's... Yeah, no, that's really low. He tries to run for it, but stops in his tracks and just falls to his knees. The hook still, like, kind of hooked between two of his ribs. And that actually pulls everyone out of initiative.
Okay.
And you'll see some of the townspeople. There's a couple of them that are enraged at this guy for having killed family members, loved ones, children.
They're gonna mob.
They're all slowly walking towards him, like slowly pulling out like little daggers. This one woman just has like a fan, and she's like gonna, they're all kind of slowly creeping towards him, surrounding him.
Should we let them handle it?
Lander's gonna draw his other short sword and like kind of take a step back and kind of assess the situation.
All right. Well, it looks like it's gonna end bloody. People are stepping a little bit closer. The werewolf, and you notice you haven't actually seen. It's not the weaponry guy. It's not his son. But turns out he's the same age as his son. So maybe it's like, maybe he's been at the house or something. But you do notice that he's like young and seems like very unassuming. Definitely doesn't seem like he's from here. Like, based on how he dresses, it looks like he's from a city that is probably further down south. He's definitely dressed for warmer weather than it is out here. But he's like this kid, teenager, and these people are gonna be on him pretty quickly here. There's a couple of people who walk by you and, are acknowledging you. Some people are patting you on the back and saying, thank you, let's find Agatha. There's a lot of mixed emotions right now in this building, and it makes you feel pretty uncomfortable. And as you just sit there and observe, there's one guy who's gonna go for it, and he runs over and he sticks his knife, small little like carving knife, into this guy's neck. And as soon as he does, so does the rest of the townspeople. And you don't even see him, you don't even hear him. You just hear like blades through flesh and beating. The townspeople don't even say anything either. It's just quiet annihilation.
Amazing. Good for them getting there. Comeuppance.
What'd you say?
Good for them getting their comeuppance.
Yes. So what are you guys gonna do while this is happening?
I don't know. I mean, vibe. Some lo-fi.
Oh, sorry.
I guess we'll just go on the lo-fi mixtape. What an amazing scene. Slow motion, some guy getting Julius Caesar to death, and just lo-fi music in the background.
I'm
vibing.
Just gonna waste my second level spell slot on casting silence.
You cast silence over that happening?
Yeah.
Sounds
so
good.
Everything in it just starts making noise.
It's quiet as fuck. And you do see, like, the people as they, like, come up for air, like, or, like, step aside because they're finished. They are covered in blood. And then eventually, this is all silent motion picture, by the way. But then you see a woman come and hold up the kid's head.
Oh.
And then as you look around, you'll see in one of the windows that's a little high up. It's pretty high, like you have to climb to it. You do see Nareen kind of peer over, and as soon as you catch her gaze, she tries to get your attention.
Okay. She has my attention.
And she's just waving, like, you can't hear her, but she's waving out the window, gesturing for you to come outside.
Interesting. We do trust her, yeah? Well, I guess we know who it is now.
I say we just lock everybody else inside just in case.
There could be another. And
Yeah.
can't really ask him any questions there.
I didn't even get through everyone.
Yeah, there's
Wait.
still that pool of people.
Also, that guy that had the syringe, could I have kept the poison that he had?
Yeah. Looks like he was saving it for a rainy day. Maybe all of these werewolf killings that were happening, he thought maybe he can use it.
Yeah.
What, kill his wife?
Or
Yeah,
kill his wife. She was probably next.
I mean, she kind of seemed kind of dickish, you know?
The whole family dynamic is toxic for sure.
I could probably use it for something better than he could.
Yeah, I mean, handy I'd have. Freaking.
And he
vial
could?
poison.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, so as you both walk out, do you want to exit the front of the building or the back of the building? She's on the side, so she would meet you either way.
I say the back.
Okay, so you're exiting the chapel, the very eerie silence, and you lock it again from the outside.
Yeah, same idea. Just chainsaw around the doors from the outside now, so you can't.
Yeah, and you do notice it's nighttime. It's a full harvest moon, and you do see the cemetery, the most peaceful place right now in the whole town. Just kind of quiet, little bit of haze, kind of traveling through the tombstones. Then you do see Nareen come up to you, a little bit of a sad expression, and she says, "I have something to show you."
Okay.
And that's where we're gonna take our break. We're gonna do a full 15-minute break.
Ooh.
Since it's a shorter stream today. But before that, let's announce our giveaway winner. Werewolf Beatdown Lo-Fi 7 hours.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Vibin'. I love it. Oh my, welcome Raiders. Oh, I thought of the team for a second when I read that.
Welcome to the Raiders football team.
Welcome Raiders. Okay, let's announce winners. Who's a winner? It's a vibe for sure. It's the Crypt Creatures vibe. Schmalas.
Look, every day she doesn't just insta-kill us and TBKs is a day worth celebrating.
Oh yeah, I'm a very compassionate DM.
That's a lie. That's a fucking lie. I've played with her before. She will just be like, "Oh, today's the day you die."
I did almost kill Avery with one punch of my machine, but you know, it's a big machine. Don't go that close to it. Anyway, how do we announce the giveaway winner? Oh yeah, I'm supposed to do a thing first. We got quite a bunch of people watching.
That's true. If you warned them not to go near the machine, they should not go near the machine.
And running away is always an option. Always an option.
This
But
is
you
also true.
no. It's a trick. 'Cause she's like, here's a bunch of shiny toys that no other person would give you. And you're like, what? This does how much damage? I get a whole extra action? She's like, yeah. And then I'm gonna smack you for 90 fucking HP for daring to walk this thing.
Hey, Josh was just as bad in Arc 2, okay? Like, his character was level 10, but,
For the record, he really
he's-
tore our asses up in his
He
game,
did.
so
well, like, he legitimately killed you one time.
he did kill me hardcore very quickly.
I literally had to reroll a character.
It's fine.
Oh my god. Alright, how do I don't even know how to do the giveaway.
Nubs, help!
Help! GW! Announce the giveaway. I don't know how to do it. I do mine differently. Anyway, we'll announce the giveaway. Everyone take their break. We'll be back.
Suspense.
And we're muted. All right, nerds, mics are hot. I didn't have the giveaway bot open for the giveaway, so everyone please enter the giveaway again.
Rip.
Sorry.
Gotta try again.
Sorry.
I was gonna comment on how cool my beard is.
Dude, I was just looking at it. I was like, what is going on over there? Is it glowing in the dark?
Yeah. It's just the blue light is what's causing it.
Oh, that's sick.
I love it.
Okay, how did you do that, and how do I do that?
Fluorescent yellow mixed with fluorescent green.
Amazing.
But more yellow than green, because the yellow is actually what's bouncing it. You just need the green to be fluorescent as well, so it doesn't overpower the yellow.
Yes.
Such green, very beard.
Very weird. Could I do that in purple? Perhaps?
I think it wouldn't pop, so you would do basically the reverse I'm doing and have a warm light, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it
like
would
a red
be-
one. See how to dye my hair
Neon purple.
fluorescent purple.
I have a fluorescent purple dye, but I'm assuming you would need a blue underneath, and the blue would be what pops the yellow in red light.
Right. How to dye my hair fluorescent purple. Anyone in the chat, if you know how to dye your hair.
I know fluorescent purple isn't really a thing.
I know. I know.
Super bright purple. Just gotta have your hair really, really pale before you dye it purple.
Oh yeah, I look like an old man.
Well, it's sick.
I love it. Even did the eyebrows. That's called follow through.
That's commitment right there.
Yeah, I was like, there's two outcomes. I'm going to look really cool or like a cancer patient, which in and of itself could be pretty cool.
And remember, folks, we are also starting another giveaway for the second half of the game. If you win the giveaway, you can private message me, Fable42 or MC Dusty, or if you're part of our Discord, private message me there, so I can get an address, so I can send you your winning dice. Just gotta do green eyelashes now and nose hairs.
I think I can get falsies somewhere. As for nose hairs, I think they're a little too short.
You can get
when I looked up, you could see the patches that didn't take.
Right under
just
your
one.
chin. The one.
Yeah.
The abyss.
The abyss.
All right, we are back. Hello.
Hello.
Why does my hair look like? My hair in its natural state is very, very fluffy. Hello. Okay, let's go ahead and announce our giveaway winner. Boop, boop, boo. We're rolling it. Yum worms.
Woo!
Oh, GG.
Hey, you win a set of critical dice. So like I said, hit me up. Message me on Fabled42 or Fabled42 on the Discord to get free shit. Alright, awesome. So we continue. Werewolf has been utterly annihilated. The bounty for this werewolf has been fulfilled. I don't remember if Agatha paid you or not. I think she did. at least some of it. But yeah, you effectively save this town from this mass murdering werewolf guy. But you do meet up with an acquaintance you meet in this town, a sorcerer named Noreen. And she does start to lead you deep into the woods. And she doesn't say anything, she's just leading you.
Just said she has to show us something, and then she's just taking us somewhere else. If this is Dutch's body, I'm gonna lose my mind. Hopefully it's another dead werewolf.
Sorry. Giveaway number 2 is started, by the way. Yeah, so she's just quietly leading you through, and you notice she does cut through some of the village where all the houses are. She does kind of weave past a couple of trees, and the forest gets a little bit darker. You do notice Drac the crow, or the raven, fly over and land on your shoulder again, Fancy, and kind of just kind of cuddle next to the crook of your neck. And you do see her, she's about 20 feet ahead of you, but then she does stop and she's looking at something on the ground.
Why are we out here in the middle of the night? There could be other werewolves.
And Noreen looks up at you. And you notice Dutch's body torn apart on the ground.
Well, I'll turn to the lantern, I guess. I'm sorry about your friend. I feel like I barely knew them.
Well, I guess we have to bury him.
All right.
And Noreen kind of nods, and she does take off some bits from him to prepare the body. And on him, we can message Nate what he had on him, in general. But you do notice he has his electric guitar, which is in pretty good shape, but on the back of it is a big scratch.
I mean, outside of the gold, as far as I'm concerned, it's all getting buried with him, and the guitar is going to be the headstone.
Okay.
That's pretty sick. I'm down.
Where do you want to bury him?
Is there a town cemetery? I feel like in the middle of the woods is a little odd.
Yeah, there is a cemetery. It was right behind the chapel.
Actually, I have an idea.
Yeah.
But it will involve us backtracking.
Okay.
We're going to bury him in the town, or actually, no. Actually, it'd be better. We bury him in the town forward so that he'll actually have arrived at his initial destination.
Yeah,
Oh.
we can bring him
Or
with
his
us.
girlfriend's waiting?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna take the body with you.
Yeah, I can salt it so it doesn't like rot, I guess. I'm gonna make Dutch into jerky.
Dutch jerky? Okay.
No, I'm gonna definitely salt him though so he doesn't like rot.
And we'll like wrap him in bandages and shit. We'll use some of the money he had to like get like a cart or like a wagon or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, and who's carrying him? Are you carrying him, or
Well, it'd be like, over the shoulder, right?
you that, or you can buy horses from the freaking town since you're a millionaire.
We have a lot of dollars. What else? What was the extra money that we got from?
Yeah, how much was on him? Also, how much were the chains?
Just the chains?
Yeah.
We're like 300 gold.
Okay.
And what was your first question? Sorry.
How much did he have on him? But we'll have to ask Nate.
Yeah, he has it written down somewhere. He did
We
get.
can check his character sheet, can't we?
He definitely had 25,000 gold for finding the mirror.
That.
And I don't think he really spent much of it besides on little things.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the D&D Beyond campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, who are these other people? I'm not gonna look at that. I'm just gonna view Dutch. That got me way too excited, but it's none of my business yet. Oh, this is a pretty character sheet. Let's find out your inventory, friend. Get a potion of greater healing.
Oh, I'll take that.
Yeah. Sorry, buddy.
Love you, man, but you know, I don't want to be next. You died because you didn't drink that.
700 platinum. And 5,346 gold.
Solid.
And potion of greater healing and a +1 revolver. Damn.
Oh yeah.
He had a gun?
He had a gun.
Oh yeah, he had a fucking gun.
He had a gun. Well, I don't
With
even think I would use that.
Yeah, he
so.
made silver bullets too. That's too bad.
Yeah.
Did he get to shoot any of them before he died?
No, he still has full round in his revolver.
Damn.
Yeah. I say, so did you want to go pick up, want to see what's available at the stables? I mean, granted, I do think people are still inside slaughtering this dude or stuck in the chapel, but there is a stable back in the town with a bunch of horses that you can purchase and carriages, that kind of thing.
Yeah, let's go.
Cool.
Get it?
You go over there, it looks like there is a stable boy there. And he doesn't really do any sales, but he says he'll sell you a horse. He knows how much they are.
Cool. So we're going to use Dutch's money to buy a horse and a wagon.
Okay.
Or 2 horses and a wagon.
2
Thanks,
horses.
Dutch.
There's a couple. There's one of them is he looks a little on edge. It looks like the alpha of the whole group of horses. He's solid black, and he has really long mane, and his tail is really long.
Yeah, seems
too,
super edgelordy. That's mine.
Edgelord horse, yes. What do you name your horse? You can, if you want to think about it, we can come back to that question.
I don't think I named my horse.
Okay. Horse.
Or you know what?
Roach. Just kidding.
No, I'll name him Might.
What'd you name it?
Or no, Nat. There we go. Nat.
I was like, Mike?
No, Might. Like a little mite.
Okay.
But then I was like, that might get confused with Might. So
Yeah.
we'll do Nat, like
Nat.
a fly.
Okay, perfect.
That's funny. Okay, and then there's a couple other ones. There's I forget the breed of this horse, what it's called, but it's gray, and like its rear is like white with a bunch of spots. But it's otherwise short gray mane, really long tail. Then there's a blonde horse with just a solid kind of pale gold color. Then you have the really big ones with like they're a lot wider, brawnier, and they have kind of fur coming off of where the hooves are. What is that kind of horse? You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the ones that are in the
thick boys.
Budweiser commercials.
Yes! Yes. There's a few of those. Yeah. There's another black horse, a female one, but it has like a white stripe down its face. And then there's a horse that looks to be like a chestnut or cherry red color, like a really deep red-brown. It's very mellow, just eating grass, but everyone else is pretty mellow.
I want the big one, and I'm going to name it Bud. And we'll have Bud, Budweiser, and Natty Light.
Oh my god.
Hells yeah. We drink the cheap stuff around here.
Alright, so you get the horses, and then...
oh, dude, no, I should have called my Modelo then. He would have been
Modelo?
Modelo Black.
You could change it to Modelo.
Nah,
Oh my
nah.
God.
It's Nat.
But yeah, each of you get a saddle. Looks like they're all just pretty standard black saddles. And then you have an option to have different pull carts or carriages too. Did you want to do that?
The cheapest, shittiest one that will get us there. It's carrying a fucking dead body. Like I don't
Do you
need
want-
anything crazy.
A
Okay.
hearse.
Yeah, like I just not no. A hearse is too nice though. Like you got like the padded flooring. No. I just some
Just the
straw, a body, and then maybe like a tarp over the top.
Okay, cool. All of this costs you, including the horses, will cost Nate about 10,000 gold.
It'll cost Nate.
10,000? Did he even have 10,000?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he got
he's
25,000 at
700.
least. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
700 platinum, 5,000 gold. So
Jesus fucking Christ. All right.
if it's
So we'll take away 10,000 from that.
Yeah. It was expensive because of the horses. They're very
Okay,
healthy,
how much?
purebred.
How much is left?
technically, okay, so 700 platinum is 7,000 gold, right?
Yes.
So we're down to 200 platinum and 300 gold.
Okay.
200 platinum, 346 gold on him, and then that's separate from ours. We're just split the rest.
Yeah, we'll split the rest. Also, the gold that I was holding out from our first mission, I just hand to you.
To me, how much? I don't even know how much that was. 500?
It was half of what we initially made. So how much did we initially make?
25,000.
Yeah, so you get another 25,000 gold.
Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, there's a lot of gold changing hands.
1,000 gold? Okay. And then
Well, it'd be 10 or 20 platinum and 50 gold. No, 200 platinum and 50 gold. Right? Yeah. Because 100 platinum is 1,000?
25,000 gold would be 2,500 platinum.
Yes. So 2,500 platinum. How the fuck do I have so little? What did I spend my money on?
Oh, they really
Weapons.
charged us a lot in that town and weapons. You get 100 platinum and 173 gold.
Inflation, okay.
I know. Last time when you were giving us all this money and my friends were like texting me midstream, like, what the fuck? What's wrong with this economy?
The economy ruled by evil.
Gold and platinum is nothing. Where
It's
is it
literally
coming
nothing.
from? Where do they mine it?
Well, the evil mine souls. Like that's their real currency.
Oh, so you're saying like we literally are technically broke because we're gonna get to the big city and they're gonna be like, all right, so it's basically like you're in hell now, and money means nothing.
Pretty much. All right.
Wait, so I got 100. So after we split everything up, how much am I getting?
You are receiving 100 platinum and 173 gold. And that's the rest of Landers. I'm sorry, the rest of Duchess.
Okay.
And then altogether, I have 30,000 gold, 30,500 gold.
Okay, so from now on, until you hit about 10,000, you are responsible for party purchases.
No problem. I didn't spend anything. So.
Fancy is the accountant of the team.
Wait, didn't he have the smith working on armor or something for him?
Ooh,
What the fuck did he have people? He had someone making shit for him.
Yeah, we can go back to the. Hold on.
He was making.
I
think he was making a dagger.
Bullets from the blacksmith.
Yeah.
Catering job.
Oh, and he got that. He had that huge skull from the
Yes.
from the Wendigo.
Someone call Nate right now.
Yeah, they were turning the. You said that the armor chick could make the skull into something,
And she did. It's sitting in her shop.
I guess we're just gonna go pick that up. Then.
Yeah, I mean she's with you, so she walks over and grabs the helm and it's cool. It's literally you can wear it on your head or you can use it as a shield on your back. So it works as a shield because the skull itself is like yay big, so it can be a short shield. It also has magic components and it makes you resistant to fuck, I wrote it down, hang on. So if you have it out in battle, you have an advantage on all saving throws. And there was more than that, though. Yeah, so advantage on saving throws, and I'll say resistance to fire damage. Whoever wants it.
That's all yours. I don't really use shields.
Oh, I do have a shield, so I'll definitely take that. Okay, wait, I wasn't 100% listening to you because I assumed Lander's going to take it. So could you just rewind it back for me?
Yeah, you get it if while you're wielding it, so it has to be on one arm.
Yes.
You get advantage on saving throws.
Ugh.
And fire resistance.
Yeah, sounds dope. When mystery player number 4 makes a cleric, we'll give it to them.
Yeah.
Perfect.
You hear that, mystery player? Make a cleric, please.
Anyway, so yeah, she hands it to you. She also gives everyone a regular healing potion as gratitude for helping this town.
Oh shit! Did we also only got paid half? Well, no, the person who paid us died.
Yeah.
So we only made half of the money that we wanted for the job.
Yeah. There was that.
I was also, the funny part is we got paid more than I thought because I thought I was asking for all of us. And then you were like, yeah, each. And I was like, oh, yeah, no, that works too.
Yeah, 100%, yes.
Oh my god.
Alright, amazing.
Oh, I'm gonna do the giveaway. This giveaway thing keeps resetting. There you go.
Okay.
I suspect she's going to rob us. We're going to get robbed.
We're gonna get robbed.
Spend it while you got it.
I have a question.
Yeah.
This is a long shot here. Would there be a tattoo artist in this town?
No, but there is in the city.
Great.
Oh, don't worry. We're on the same page.
Just wanted to check.
Those items are some of the coolest items I've ever read.
Well, you actually hear, like, from, if you ask Noreen, she tells you, in the city that you guys are headed to anyways, there is, well, he kind of works out of his house or apartment in the city, and he is kind of like a tattoo artist. He embalms bodies, but he also does secret, and, like, he's a demon, so he does demonic scriptures on your body and gives you all kinds of abilities like foresight. And so she recommends looking for him and says that he is a tiefling-looking creature, but he's a tiefling, almost full-fledged demon. So he's a little bit taller, a little hoovier, a little less human.
Colin, are you saying tieflings don't have humanity? I like to think of myself as very much human. So is the purple person with 2 horns and a tail?
Purple people eater?
Tieflings are very human, but this guy, he's a little bit less. So be careful what deals you make with him, but...
Interesting.
Wait, what? How do I have fire resistance?
Okay, wait, I'm trying really hard not to just write everything into my notebook and instead put everything directly into my character sheet. I'm trying to be a good kid. What kind of healing potion is that?
Regular.
Okay.
I can't find greater in here. The one I took from Dutch.
I only found greater, superior, and supreme in D&D Beyond.
I can't find greater. I can only find regular.
That's dumb.
Okay, so I typed in healing, and then I clicked filter by type and clicked potion. And so that narrows it down to potion of healing, greater, superior, and supreme. But potion of healing is just under gear.
Oh, okay. I see how it is. That's why I couldn't find it. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, Leo, you barking down there? Huh?
D&D Beyond lessons with Butters and Silver.
Yay!
Yay, we're
Leo.
learning. Okay, great. You can hold on to that one. I've got it a literal badonk full of hit points, so don't worry.
Leo, stop it. Okay, anyway. So, yeah, Noreen says goodbye to you. She shakes both of your hands and says you're always welcome in this town if you ever want to visit again. But once you leave her shop, she shuts the shop doors. And the town is empty. And the only thing you hear are the two horses. Kind of pacing.
No, I was actually thinking of getting an image of Dutch as the snake wrapped around my arm as a tattoo. I wasn't even thinking of magical tattoos.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that works too.
But you're right, magical tattoos are sick.
You can do that, and
it can still be a magical tattoo with Dutch as a snake wrapped around your arm.
And it's a snake or something. I don't know. You can
that'd be pretty sick.
Yeah, and where are you guys headed?
The city we've always been headed to.
All right.
Same.
So you hop on the horse. You pass the chapel, the empty streets. You hear the chapel is still pretty quiet, but by then, Noreen has opened one of the gates, and people are kind of walking out of it. You walk through the cemetery. You grab Nate's wrapped up body. Not Nate's, but Dutch's wrapped up body. You put it on the cart, and who's going to be attached to the cart?
Not it.
I'll do it.
Alright, so Fancy's horse, well, it's a stronger horse anyway, so it can pull heavy shit.
Yeah.
But, yeah, and you walk through these woods. And, yeah, you still have one town to go before you get to the main city, but you're well on your way. And for the next few miles, the forest is relatively quiet. Did you want to walk through the entire night, or did you want to set up camp?
I'm not going to set up camp.
You keep going?
You're just going to keep moving, or you don't want to set up camp? Because I will set up camp for us.
No, we're just going to keep moving.
Okay.
I'd rather not huff it in Haunted Woods a third time.
Fine, there's only two of us. I would rather just take the point of exhaustion, sleep in an inn.
Yeah, and, fucking... We don't have our nice little handy hut anymore.
Yes.
Oh, shit, yeah.
That's true. Okay, so both of you roll investigation. Just to see where you're at.
It's on the floor now.
My gosh. Okay, I have a question. What does luck do?
It lets you reroll, but you only have X amount of chargers. Jizz.
Well, I do have a point of luck from something else before, but I just rolled a 4, and I don't think it's really worth spending it on that right now.
I rolled a 19.
Yep. Okay, I'll give that one. You can have it. If we both rolled bad, I would spend it, but...
Yeah, I mean, it seems pretty quiet at this point. There are a couple of like sketchy areas of the woods pretty close to you guys though, about 250 to 300 feet to the right or left of you. It's like a little tense, like you see some kind of rippling energy coming from the right side of you in particular. It looks like there's a creature making its way past you, but it doesn't seem to notice you, or if it does, doesn't really seem to care about you being there. And you continue. And the woods open up a little bit, slowly but surely. It looks like the trees, instead of being these super old, like wide set trees, they start to slim down into, I don't, varied types, I guess, but they're a lot shorter too, so you do notice the sky starts to open up. You do see clouds, stars, and the moon. I mean, for the first time, well, the village you were able to see the moon, but out in the wilderness is the first time you've gotten out of the really thick part of this forest. So you do notice it's starting to thin down. The terrain is a little bit more lush as well. The moss is pretty plushy at this point, and it is getting a little wetter as you're going. So all the different types of moss is crawling up these trees. It's a very lush area right now. And even under the moonlight, it's really beautiful. A lot of the fungi in this area are iridescent and are glowing under the moonlight.
Do you mind if we stop 5 minutes and pick a couple of these butter mushrooms that are down here?
Sure. Let's just be very careful.
I can pass without a trace, so we're just chill.
Ooh, super stealth.
Okay.
Stealthy.
All right, do it. And which area are you going? So you're kind of, it's about the same all around you, but there's little clusters of different mushrooms. There's some that are growing out of the tree as well, a different shape. There's a lot of insects and wildlife, also iridescent, kind of floating around you.
I don't want to go too far off the trail, so I'll pick anything that's directly next to the road.
Okay.
And then I will use a spell slot to use Primeval Awareness.
Nice. Okay.
So for 1 minute, since I'm using a first level spell, because I'm at all my second level spells, I sense whether any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiend, undead are present within 1 mile of me.
Ooh, there's a lot.
Or within 6 miles of my favorite terrain, which... What is my favorite terrain?
I think you changed it recently.
No, I think I got to... Yeah, it's swamp and forest, so I got to get a second one. So it's within 6.
So it goes within 6, yeah. There is a lot. In this area in particular, seems to be a little bit of fae. A little bit of everything, actually, elemental as well. And you see, I don't know, your pings are like in clusters too throughout this entire forest.
Well, okay, just to be clear, I don't reveal the locations, their actual location or their number. I just know that they're within the radius.
Okay. There's a shitload.
Okay.
There's a lot. Some harmful, some not harmful. But it is very dense in this area.
I'm going to look over at Fancy and be like, maybe we should hurry up.
I'll be just 2 seconds, like literally gonna hop off the horse. My stealth, I rolled a 19 plus 10, so it's 29.
Yep. No one can see you. Even a little bit.
And then a 15, but I don't know what you want me to add to that for foraging. Survival,
foraging.
Perhaps? Or nature?
Nature.
Nature is a +0, so I got a 15.
15. You find some stuff. Most of the mushrooms that you find are just great in soups. Some of them are really rare too. I mean, you probably could sell some of the mushrooms that you find, particularly these really tiny green ones, fluorescent green ones. There's also, you can tell underneath, a little bit underneath the earth, so about 3 to 4 inches underground. You're able to dig up some round mushrooms. They smell really delicious, and they're incredibly alluring. And it seems like you can eat them. They don't smell or they don't give the vibe that they're poisonous, but they are somewhat enchanted, and you can tell from that.
Oh, enchanted. Okay.
But you don't know what they do.
Okay. I'll grab those 2 and hop right back on the horse. That's all I want to do.
How many did you want to get? Because there's an abundance in this area. You can get as many as you want.
More of the tiny fluorescent ones. I kind of want to just do like 3 scoops, like handfuls into a bag really quickly.
Okay.
Not a lot of investigating there. Maybe like a 15 or something if they're tiny enough to grab a big handful.
Okay.
And then the round ones, I just want to dig up 1 of those because I don't want to spend a lot of time digging.
They're like the size of a mango. They're kind of big.
Yeah. I'll just grab 1 of those.
Okay. Yeah, and you're so far undetected.
Then we can scoot along.
Yeah. And you scoot along. Go ahead and roll 1 more investigation check.
Ooh. 13.
13. What'd you get, Lander?
Sorry.
12. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you're moving forward. Not a lot happening right now, but you do notice the wildlife starts to get richer and richer as you go further along this path. You do see some small mammals kind of jumping the canopy of these trees. There's a couple of larger creatures as well, some wild boar. At one point, you do walk by what looks to be like a giant elk, but the horns of the elk are textured kind of like ribbed, almost like a ram's horns, but they're the shape of an elk. Really beautiful creature. But then, yeah, the earth gets a little bit more difficult to walk through. So this terrain is gonna slow you down. I would say half your movement speed. But, yeah, you do notice it's a little swampy, a little mossy. It's just a lot of underbrush, and it's just really rough to get through. But that's where we're going to end our show for tonight.
Woo!
We are on a path.
Are we still technically in a forest?
Yeah, you're in between a forest. But yes, you're in a forest.
So technically, difficult terrain doesn't slow my group when traveling.
Oh, okay. So y'all moving just fine. Stealth mode.
We can't become lost except by magical means. I also remain alert to danger even when you are engaged in other activities. I can move stealthily at a normal pace, only while alone.
Okay.
And I can find twice as much food while foraging, tracking, and while tracking creatures. I learn the exact number and size and how many and how long ago they passed through the area.
Nice. All right. That'll be handy in this area.
Yeah, rangers are great when you're actually in their terrain.
That's true.
Yes.
That's why I was like, I'm gonna pick swamp, and then she was like, "Cool, you're in a forest," and I was like,
Dang it!
I was like, just give me that level up, baby. Just let me do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm playing a ranger in a home dungeon crawl right now.
Yeah, half my abilities don't do anything. Isn't it great?
Yeah.
Could you technically pick favorite terrain dungeon?
I could pick dwarven mountainscape, but I did not because I did not know that's where we were going.
You just gotta be like, hey DM, give me a bone. I want to be able to do stuff.
Hey DM, could I change this?
Dude, you're gonna be everywhere. You guys are gonna be in the tundra. You're gonna be traveling over the oceans.
I think I get to pick more later levels. I don't know for sure.
I think you do as a ranger.
Also, right. I think I just went through and we all have 2 greater healing potions from before. We bought 2 per person.
Oh.
You did.
Oh, okay. So I spent money and then didn't give myself the items. Awesome.
No problem. I'm just reminding us now because I was going through like all the mushies that I have, and I just have a butt ton at this point. So
I've definitely done that a few times before.
Like, here, DM, take my money.
Alrighty.
Cool. Dope.
Well, does anyone want to enter the giveaway? It's literally like if you enter, you will probably win. Or we can always I mean, no one's entered. Yumworm's already won. Alright, if no one enters the giveaway, we'll just do one giveaway this game. Because y'all are lame. And
Come on, come win stuff. It's free stuff.
Or Fancy and Lander if you want to enter. Enter that shit.
Okay. You guys have 3 seconds.
Ready? I'm about to roll it. Who wants to enter?
Oh, watch me miss fucking spell critical.
Schmallis.
Wait, I don't even know how to do it. I think I did it right.
There we go. Okay, I'm gonna draw out of Butters, Silver, and Schmalaz. Schmalaz. Who's gonna win the free dice? Ready?
Is that how you say your name, Schmalaz?
Hey, Silver wins.
Wow.
Nice. GG, Silver.
GG.
Good game.
GG.
All right. The dice I was using tonight were not treating me well, so hopefully these dice.
You need some new ones. I finally
gave nicer.
I finally gave Mackenzie hers.
I still got my cheapy pair.
Yay, cheapy pair.
Yeah, and these are just unbalanced, expensive dice, which is just booty. You know how many 4s I've rolled on this bad boys?
Oh, can we have dog show and tell before we go?
Yeah.
My dog is not with me at the moment. She's getting babysat.
She's getting babysat. All right, fam. Thanks so much for joining us today. This was super fun. We got some Lander and Fancy bonding, killed an enemy together, saved a town and all that. You know.
Yeah, I think we finally might trust each other. You gave me my money, no questions asked. So.
Well, I mean, the person that you were supposed to be escorting back took off, and the other person who I felt somewhat responsible also just left, as in died.
So
well, I guess it's us now. Woo.
I'm like, I guess you won your money by default.
Yes. Which, hey, it's fine. And I cannot wait till next week. We'll get to know Cowboy Hobbs' character, which is a were-tiger character. Should be quite interesting.
Heck yeah.
Okay.
So it's gonna
we might have
awesome.
some issues with that, seeing as I'm a monster slayer.
Oh, are you not a cat person?
It better not be a wizard, because I'm a mage slayer. So.
It's gonna be.
Oh, I have that feat too. It's great.
All right, good night, you guys. Let's see who we're gonna raid. Let's raid
people.
I knew Hobbs would come up with a really creative character. They always have characters.
I'm gonna do how we roll because they're the first one to come up. But bye, everyone. We're gonna raid in 5 seconds. Bye. Love you and stuff. Okay, bye.
Bye. See you next Monday.